Let's Move is going to take families out of their isolation and give them the nationwide support that they need in a whole range of industries to get their kids on track to live healthier lives, to eat right, to get more exercise, and to be ready to face the challenges of the future.
To the White House to talk about the program that the First Lady was just speaking about, and she is the personal chef to Eva and Tony Parker this morning. She is here to talk about her amazing experience in D.C. Chef Sarah Penrod is here. Chef Sarah, thank you.
Thank you.
You're out of your element, out of the kitchen, on the couch, but we're going to go to the kitchen in just a minute. I am so excited for you. First of all, tell us what led you to D.C. Tell us about this program that the First Lady was talking about, how you became a part of it.
Okay, well, the first thing I heard was that we had the Let's Move campaign, which was going to be battling childhood obesity. That was going to be the goal, that we would end childhood obesity within one generation. One of the projects with that was the Chef's Move to Schools program.
Right. And so what happens is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but a chef is partnered with a school to kind of become the liaison between
Absolutely.
good eating and the school. Yeah.
Right. Kind of to get the dialogue with the principal going, saying, okay, what can we do here? What can we put salad bars? Can we do some nutrition education? And then, you know, Michelle's final plan was to get really aggressive and completely redo the cafeteria plans.
Fantastic. Okay, so how exciting is this? Because you go to D.C., you're the only chef to sign up from San Antonio, and you're there with, what, 400, 500 other chefs?
About 500.
So you're in this room with all these chefs in the White House. You're thinking, oh, my goodness, this is surreal.
It was. The chefs that were there was what shocked me so much. You had executive chefs from all the major cities. You had the Food Network chefs there. I heard Rachel Ray was there. I didn't see her, but I did see Iron Chef Kat Cora.
Rachel who?
Rachel Ray.
I don't have no idea who that is. But you. Does she do a show? But you had an amazing experience because you found out that your resources, your talent as a chef, could directly affect children in schools in this country, this city, whatever.
Right. It was amazing. They had a panel there of chefs that were already working with school principals. What they had done, I mean, there wasn't a dry eye in the house.
Wow.
It was so moving, so inspirational, and I couldn't wait to come back home and get started.
And so tell us now what the next step is for you.
Well, the next step for me would be to get assigned to a school, and right now I'm waiting for that school to contact me. I'm hoping the schools in San Antonio have signed up. The principal has to go to the website in order to sign up his or her school.
Wow. So then what you do is you go in and kind of devise a program with the principal.
Right.
And I understand that you can get parents involved, the PTA can get involved, and you can do even healthy cooking menus for single parents or families or whatever. So you can make it personalized.
Definitely. That's encouraged. Some of the ideas that they had that were just so out there, but I kept going, this will work for San Antonio, this will work for San Antonio, and it was just food fairs where the parents and the children come, they make a meal together, they leave with ingredients and recipes, just everything from that to scratch cooking boot camp for single mothers.
Yeah, well, let me just ask you this, Chef Penrod, because I heard a report on the radio not long ago about San Antonio and the obesity rate with young children and how it's increasing in our city. That's not good news for us. What do you see as the first line of action we need to take inside of schools? Is it redoing menus, or most of them follow guidelines that the state puts out, but what do you suggest?
Well, if you look at the guidelines, there's ways of getting around it. French fries are considered a vegetable.
Oh, yes, and I love that.
A lot of processed food, which I'm completely against. We're going to be doing a teriyaki sauce from scratch today. We don't need to use those products. We use them because they're cheap, and now we have to go, okay, well, this is what's happened because we've been using these products. Let's go in and change it back to the way that it was back when we were kids, when the cafeteria staff actually cooked, we made real food, and that's something that's going to be a big hurdle, but we need to start right now so we can get that going.
Okay, well, I think today we start with a heart-healthy, we're going to start with a heart-healthy, friendly recipe. Chef Sarah Penrod's going to take it to the kitchen when we come back. Stay tuned to Healthy Recipes. Come on, let's go get started. I'm excited. I'm not a big salmon fan, but I want to see what this is about. I want to see what it's about. Welcome back, everybody. Well, we are back in the kitchen actually invited to the White House to be a part of an amazing program that's going to help school children eat better, eat well. So we thought, why not start with a healthy recipe? Now, tell us what this recipe is, and this is one that families can easily adapt at home if they want to get started on the road to really consciously eating good food, right, Sarah?
Okay, right. Well, this is actually 2 recipes in one because we've got a blender teriyaki that we're going to make.
Yeah.
Obviously, not coming from a bottle, no corn syrup, no additives. There's just food going in here.
All that salt we get.
Exactly, exactly. And then we're going to do a cedar plank salmon.
Okay.
Okay, salmon is great for kids. We have the omega-3s in there. They're the healthful fats that we need. We've had everything from hyperactivity to learning disorders linked to omega-3 shortages in the brain.
Yeah.
So this is something you can try out with your kids. It's a restaurant food. I think kids love it. My little brothers love it, but we just don't think of trying it for them.
Yes, I think our senior producer Kenya has told me that her kids actually love salmon. I was surprised because kids usually like the fast foods,
Right.
that kind of thing. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to start off with our blender here.
Yeah.
This is going to be so easy. This is a ½ cup of mirin. If you just want to pour that in for me.
Right. Tell me again what this is, a ½ cup of
mirin. Right.
Mirin.
It's a Japanese rice wine, and now you can get it at H-E-B,
never
anywhere.
heard of
You don't have
mirin.
to go look for weird places to find
Mirin.
it. M-I-R-I-N.
Okay, because I was going to say, I'm thinking Helen Mirren, the actress. That's the only Mirren I know. Okay.
Then a ¼ cup of the pineapple juice.
Okay, pineapple juice. Interesting. All right.
¼ cup of orange juice concentrate.
Okay.
This is going to give it an orange juice flavor. If you want to have just a pure teriyaki sauce, you can leave that out. ¼ cup of our soy sauce.
All right, we love that. I did not know. I was reading that 31 million school children are part of the National Lunch Program. You think about that, that's a lot of kids.
We're about to add 1 million more.
Wow, is that right? Okay. And
This is going to be 2 tablespoons of sugar.
All right.
And this is going to be so easy because when you work with ginger, usually you have to mince it up real fine. We're going to throw it in the blender.
The whole thing. Okay.
It's about an inch piece, about an inch wide.
And
one
I think I
garlic
recognize
clove.
this. Of course.
Absolutely.
My favorite. Okay.
And we're just going to put our lid on.
All right, go right ahead. I'm like, okay, Sarah, you go right ahead.
Right.
Okay, here we go.
And send it for a spin, and you'll
Okay, now which one do you
basically be
want?
done.
See, this is what I love, the selection. Do I want to blend, shred, grind, or liquefy?
You only need
I've got
one
so many
button.
choices.
Okay, here we go. Let's try this one.
Okay, great.
And that's about all you need.
All right, that was easy.
Okay,
I like
so we've got our salmon guy here. Okay, we're going to first we're going to reserve a little bit of this.
Okay.
Just so whenever it comes out, we can baste it up.
Okay. Now, quickly, we did mention at the top of the show,
Smells so good.
Sarah, that does smell good, that you are the personal chef to Eva, Longoria, Parker, and Tony, and so I imagine they're eating pretty healthy.
Yes.
Yes, you're cooking clean food.
Right, right. Lots of fruit, lots of veggies.
Any favorites? Any favorite dish you do for them?
Tony likes berries, so salads with all kinds of berries.
Very good.
That's what I would say.
This is a beautiful piece of salmon. You start off with a nice cut, and it's going to taste good, Sarah. Yes, if you cook it well.
Right, right. So we're just going to salt and pepper it just a bit. That's my electric pepper mill.
Okay.
Saves my life every day.
All
And then we're going to pour the marinade on. And we want to leave this for about 35 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
But since we've cut for time today, we're just going to immediately put it on our cedar plank. We can also do an alder plank if you've already got one. And we're just going to place Mr. Salmon on there.
Okay. Fantastic. I'd imagine you got to meet a lot of chefs and brainstorm and network with them in D.C., Sarah, yeah? Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing the people that I saw all in one space at one time. I believe it was the founder of Share Our Strength that said it was the greatest concentration of a culinary power in history.
Amazing. You know what?
Imagine that.
Weren't you surprised that you were the only one from San Antonio to sign up as a chef? I was surprised when I read that.
I was sad, but then I thought, okay, I got the invitation, that's why I signed up. Now we want them to go to the website, and if you're out there, you know a chef, if you are a chef, please sign up for the program.
Yeah.
It's so easy, and San Antonio needs it more than ever.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, now this is the lemon portion of our salmon.
Right, we're just going to do some thin lemon just to kind of coat it. It looks really nice, and it also gives kind of a citrusy flavor. If you've got picky eaters that maybe they don't like the fishy taste, if they're not quite used to it, which you got to start them early on.
You know, one of the hardest things to change, Sarah, with regards to eating are bad habits. And so that is really the idea with kids, is getting them to think about it differently, and that is really what you do in the school, essentially.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that was Michelle's plan, because from everything that we had heard, those chefs were little rock stars. I mean, they would drive up to the school and the kids would just freak out. And they would do, you know, whatever they said. They started gardens.
I like it. Fantastic. Can I get some of the girls that are with the volley club to come up? Two of the girls. You guys want to try the salmon? This is good. It's perfect for athletes, is it not?
This is perfect.
Yeah, before a big game or anything like that?
Lean, low calorie, low saturated fat.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of our teriyaki sauce.
Oh, and you're going to top it with that?
And how about you just brush that on just a little?
Oh,
that's okay. Just jump right in.
Yeah.
Look at that. Sure. Tell you what we're going to do. This will be even easier. This will be even easier. We just want to eat. I'm going to take this guy, and let me just get past you real fast. And we'll just go ahead and put it on a plate. This is how we can serve it to our families.
Okay.
Pour that teriyaki sauce right on there.
Okay. Let's see if we have anything in here.
Here we go. That's the part the kids are really going to like, because it's a little sweet.
Oh, that's what makes it
some sesame cheese. Yes. Just a little sprinkle.
Krista didn't know she was going to be cooking, did she?
Sure. Can we try it now? Yes, please try it.
Okay. Krista, here's your knife.
I have to say, this is my little brother Max's favorite dish.
Okay.
And I think there's something there because he just was the valedictorian of the 5th grade.
Oh, my good. Wait a minute. Will you try that? That is so amazing. Yes. Can you just here? Just go with a nice. Yes, we have to make do, Krista. We have to make do. How about that? There you go. Very nice. Eileen would like that. Uh-oh. Little accident. That's okay. Hey, we're trying to eat with a knife. This is what happens. Isn't it good?
Is it good? Amazing. Thank
Somebody
you.
call it a pick and roll. Who called it a pick and roll? Okay. Chefs move to schools. Hopefully moving to a lot of schools here in San Antonio. America's move to raise a healthier generation of kids. If you want to get involved, get on this bandwagon with Sarah and the White House. Let'sMove.gov is where you go for more information. Kens5.com/great day. Oh, that's some good salmon.
Thank you.
Oh, that's some good salmon.
Do you think a kid would like that?
That's some good salmon. Yes, I do. Welcome, guys.